Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a Brave Noob World cast. This replay was sent to Snipermonkey. His email is in the description. He really likes screening replays. He likes watching StarCraft 2 replays sent to me. So if you want to get your Brave Noob World replay cast, just make sure it's bronze or silver and send it to him at the email address in the description. Snipermonkey is a good dude. Was that a 12 hatch here from Hella? The only thing that Snipermonkey told me about this replay is that it's unlike anything he's ever seen. So I'm kind of excited for that. Alright, so Pillars of Gold. Bottom left-hand corner, it is Hella. He's red and Zerg with the old Overmind spinning logo there from Broodor. That's cool. He also has the Broodor hatch. And the top right, it is a blue Terran player. Very standard stuff here. YoungBucky. He is throwing up a barracks at home. He's walling off against potential Zerg incursions, which is fine. Pool coming up for Hella about, I want to say about 12. Like a 12 hatch, 12 pool, 12 gas, kind of a weird thing. I don't know what this build is, but hey, at the lower levels, you can get away with weird builds and get wins anyway. So that is one advantage that the lower level players have over us higher level players. And by higher, I mean like Diamond or Platinum, because that's where I am. Diamond. I made it actually to Masters 3v3 random the other day. I was in Diamond 2, and I really wanted to make it to Diamond 1. And so I just grinded a bunch for a couple days and made it into Diamond 1. And they were like, hey, by the way, you're like second place in Diamond 1. You're really close to Masters 3. And I was like, what? So I grinded a whole bunch there and ended up getting promoted to Masters in 3v3 random. So it was fun. I mean, the thing about random 3v3 is that you can get matched up against people who are way better than you with teammates who aren't as good. You can also get matched up with people who are amazing and your opponents aren't as good. It's kind of a whole just weird mess sometimes. And so to get to Masters, it feels good. It feels kind of good. It's like I was good enough and consistently good enough to be able to get to that level, even considering all the craziness that was happening. So anyway, double gas here from YoungBucky. A bunch of Marines outside the wall, mind you, which is not super ideal. And then the proxy factory here on the left side. Alright, so YoungBucky has some plans with proxies, double gas. Hella is, droning up. He's got a handful of lings. He's just trying to see if there's an expansion yet, and there's not. So probably not safe to take a third base, Mr. Hella, or Ms. Hella. I guess Hella in the Thor movies is a woman, right? So, hey. Could be. SCV trying to see if like a Ling flood is coming out, but doesn't get that information. Only sees there are 2 additional Lings, which is not as much information as really wanted there. But that's okay. So what's the factory going to do? Are you just going to... Whoa. Are we Thoring it? We have got to be Thoring it, don't we? We're getting a tech lab. Sure. Here on his barracks at home. He's making supply depots. He's trying to avoid being supply blocked. So far he's doing pretty well with that. Hella also avoiding being supply block. Not too shabby. Evolution Chamber coming up for the Zerg player. Off of these 2 bases. It is pretty good to have +1 Lings against 1 base attacks from Terran. It really helps a lot. Like, Lings benefit immensely from attack upgrades. So if something's going to show up against you... Here we go. Having that upgrade is really nice. This Ling needs to kill this SCV that's building this armory. No, but really, though... What... Wow. Hella wasn't paying enough attention. And the armory is going to finish as a result. That armory was not going to finish. In the hands of a better player, that SCV is dead. That armory is not done. And we are not making a Thor here. The whole plan, I think, is dead in the water at that point. There's your expansion. Handful of Marine Marauder coming out. It's not a lot, honestly, but we're not exactly pumping SCVs right now or using mules very effectively. There's a lot. Alright, there's just a lot of things to worry about in StarCraft, and some things fall by the wayside, especially at these lower levels. So a bunch of Lings here. Metabolic boost is almost done. Expansion is coming up for YoungBucky here. Overlord gets picked off by Marines, and the Thor's going to come out and working on +1 attack for those Thors. Now the answer to this is honestly like +1 Zerglings, +1 Speedlings. Just a lot of them. He's actually going for Carapace, which I find a little bit concerning. I would maybe prefer that not be the case, but... Anyway, here we go. Lings don't even have the upgrade, so they're going to kill the bio. I don't think there are enough Lings to kill this Thor. Maybe there are. Oh my gosh, maybe there are. Man, sometimes... Nope, there are not. It's close, though. It's really close. It's a 64 HP, 16 kill Thor. 12 more Lings in production. It looks like Hell is going to be able to hold this off. His third base is finishing up. He's got creep connecting his bases. Just about connecting his bases. There's a medevac on the way. And some SCVs coming in to repair this thing. Oh, there's one SCV repairing it already. You guys, where did you go? Oh, you're hiding here on the creep. This game is about windows, man. Hella has had some windows to really win this game earlier and easier. But now we have this circle of life on these SCVs repairing this Thor, and I don't know if you're getting it without banelings or roaches or something. Oh, and then another Thor pops out just in the gosh darn nick of time. And look at this. The repair. Oh, this is sick. This is so sick. All right, more Lings. We do have +1 armor. I'm not sure if that allows them to survive. They get one shot by Thor still, which is a problem. I think YoungBucky might have this game. He's got 2 bases. He's killing the third base of the Zerg, so the Zerg's on 2 bases now. Army supply is about even, but these SCVs are the great equalizers, man. If these SCVs weren't here, these Thors are dead. But the Lings are like, well, I guess we'll counter-attack. We don't really want to attack these Thors all that much. Wow, these drones, though. How many drones can say that they had 2 Thors walk by them within spitting distance and they're still alive? Not many. Lift it. Lift it. YoungBucky's not lifting, unfortunately. Lings are just rallying out. See, look, they're going for the repair, but jeez. All right, so you wiped out YoungBucky's natural base, and now you're coming home. Well, YoungBucky just does Thor amounts of damage to everything here. Dude, those queens stand no chance against double Thor shenanigans. Lings getting that full surround, and wait, what are they? Are they trying to focus on the SCVs? It's not a bad idea. My gosh, that's a 43 kill Thor. 46 kill Thor. 36 and 47 kills on these Thor brothers right now. They are very happy with themselves, talking to each other over the radio chatter. Hella's going to lose his natural base. More Lings are coming in, but okay, this one might be enough. They got the full surround on this guy, so the SCVs can't repair it. There's no surface area for them to do so. And then they do manage to get some repairing done on the second Thor, the one with the most kills, by the way. The one with a whopping 66 kills. This might be the most 70 kills. The most accomplished Thor in the history of StarCraft right here. It could be. I don't think he is, because there's been like a million billion games of StarCraft played, but he's gonna... Oh my God. Repair! Repair! You guys, it's the repair times! Come on. I'm like rooting for this Thor to get 100 kills. That's my goal right now, is a 100 kill Thor. Because, dang, Snipermonkey, you were not wrong. The bad news for YoungBucky is he's not expanding behind this at all, so he's gonna like, do we get credit for killing, we get credit for killing broodlings. Oh, gosh, no, stay alive. Bring more SCVs down. He's got 98 kills, come on. No, no. Oh, they left him, oh, wait. Oh, he's not going to get it. He's not going to get the 100 kills. Oh. Hello, you spoil sport. All right, well, would have been awesome, too, as if we were still pumping Thors out here for YoungBucky, but nope. That's kind of the trick, right? One of the tricks of playing Zerg or Terran or Protoss is making army while you're attacking with your existing army. It's hard. I know it requires a lot of attention. I know it's difficult to pull off here, but if YoungBucky had been making maybe another Thor, maybe expanding at the same time, it would have been a better time for him. Also, he really needed more gas for repair back there, and he's got an just completely empty refinery sitting inside the main base. So, you know, we're 1 base to 1 base here at 9.5 minutes. This is a brave noob world experience, I gotta say. So factory heading home. Overlords have speed. You don't usually see speed gotten in these lower level games all that much from Zerg players, but hella making it happen here. APM check is 36 for YoungBucky and 159 for Hella. What's with your 159 APM down here, Hella? Anywho, he had, again, getting +1 attack on this evolution chamber would be disgusting. He actually got missile attack at all of the chaos. I don't know if he was planning on making roaches, but he does not have a roach foreign or, you know, a lair for a hydralisk den at all. They've got a Baneling nest, which again would have been really nice against those SCVs and really helped in cleaning up those Thors. Ling Baneling not bad against smaller numbers of Thors that can be surrounded, and Banelings can kill those SCVs that are repairing them, or the Hellbats that are protecting them, which is more often, right? Okay, so Hella's got his natural base back, built some spines that didn't really see any combat when they were intended to see some combat. So they're going to protect the natural base here, and YoungBucky has no intent on expanding at all. Just kidding. He has a command center inside his main. All right, so he's going to go ahead and dump that over there eventually. Meanwhile, it's an 11-minute infestation pit from Hella, which, sure, man, this game has been crazy pants. I can understand that. I like the overlords patrolling across this area so they see when YoungBucky decides to move out. So he does have a decent army down here. If he brought the medevacs, there you go. The medevacs help immensely in this situation. We have stim, but there's no combat shield or anything else here. Stim and medevacs go. Are there enough Lings? Yes. The +1 armor on the Lings actually helping them survive pretty darn well. And lift off. I don't know that YoungBucky knows he can lift this off and keep it alive against these Lings. This is the second time he's going to lose an orbital. Yeah, that he just doesn't have to. Alright, well, rough stuff in the end. I mean, he knows he can lift them because he lifted it already to land it over here. This is very strange. Very strange is what it is. Resources lost pretty even, 5,000 to 5,700. Nobody has a massive advantage on that one. Upgrade advantage, I don't know, got a similar number of upgrades here. Again, missile attack upgrades for Hella, which are benefiting the queens, I guess. The queens have extra attack damage, but nothing else that Hella's rolling with. Yeah, I mean, if YoungBucky doesn't expand, he's just dead. There's just nothing happening right here. He can't win this game if he doesn't expand the longer the game goes on. You can win with one base attacks, but not at the 15-minute mark. Like, after the 15-minute mark, you really start mining out, especially if you have any number of SCPs here at all. And he does. He doesn't have any minerals, though. He is really just making tanks and marines and trying to move out, but he gets spotted by, again, the patrolling overlord group. They see exactly what's coming in here. They're very pleased with themselves. So third base could die. These Lings are like, well, army's coming to kill me. Let's move up to the other side of the map. Well, they won't see that coming. You know, we could probably get through this wall. There's a Marine and a Marauder here. I guess there's a tank now. That helps. We're just going to unload in the main. No big deal. No defense here whatsoever. There's a Queen with, again, +1 attack. But she escapes. All right, so taking down the lair here would be huge. Taking down the infestation pit, spawning pool, Baneling nest. Any of these buildings dying would be big. But he's not exactly, okay, yeah, he's not exactly put together or targeting what he wants to kill, right? He did some damage to these 3 buildings, didn't kill any of them when he could have, I think. I guess a lot of shots were used on that Queen that didn't die. I thought the Queen lived. Oh, yeah, there she is. She's got all of 34 HP. Mass Spore coming up. Maybe don't land in range of these Lings or these spines. The Lings are like, what are... Yeah, I think some Hydras would be great here. Hella, you could, man, you are really ahead right now. 500 minerals, 2,000 gas. Could throw down a Hydralisk den and really do a lot of work against these medevacs. YoungBucky doesn't seem to understand how important it is that he expands. I mean, he's tried a couple times and he's failed miserably at it. But what he just really needs to do, Pillars of Gold is a pretty narrow ramp leading into the main, all things considered. Just like barracks, few units behind it. Lings aren't going to break through that. There's a Nidus, though. So maybe there's no need for a wall at all for YoungBucky. It will be meaningless, perhaps. Also, do you think YoungBucky knows about medevac boost? Have we seen him boost today? Ooh, I do like Widow Mines as a defensive unit against Lings. That, I mean, ended up getting like 15 kills or something stupid. That was great. I still think dropping in the main would not be a bad idea here from Bucky. Like, dropping right here, you might lose a medevac. Oh, man, he really doesn't have much left there either. He must have tried unloading somewhere else. So... I don't know what the purpose of this Nidus is. Your army is literally 59 Zerglings. I guess maybe if you want to bring your queens across, you could do it. But shoot, dude, commence. Bucky, you have... Okay, here we go. Back it up to the ramp. Use the tank to fire. I can't think of anything this is for other than queens. I'm looking at it. It says queens to me. He's really worried about the Nidus, though. It's almost bait. He's like, hey, come kill this Nidus. Then my Lings will surround you and murder you. Oh, man. +2 missile attack is done for Hela. And +2 attack. Like, he's really... The Roaches and Ravagers and Hydralisks that Hela can make are really good. They're just theoretical at this point. It is 80 Zerglings and 7 Queens. More Nidus attempts here. Hela's just floating enough cash to be able to do pretty much whatever he wants right now. And what he wants to do is make Nidus worms and run around with +2 armor Zerglings. Okay, look, this is as reasonably safe as your natural is ever going to be. YoungBucky, I would recommend you start building a command center now. Or get to the point where you just lift off this command center and float it down to your natural base. I guess that's a good thing that Terrans can do. Dude, Hela believes in pathogen glands. Hela, as an infestation pit, has decided, you know what I need in my life is pathogen glands, which is something that I've seen professional Zerg players kind of forget about. Like, there was a game from Solar that I posted fairly recently, I want to say, where Solar got 6 infestors and got pathogen glands, like, after they were all out and doing stuff. It was just, if you're going to get pathogen glands, get it before the infestors. It's not like he had some timing attack he was doing either. They didn't do anything for a while. So it feels like he forgot. Okay. So YoungBucky decides, instead of lifting off the main orbital, I'm just going to go ahead and build a new one in the natural base for the 3rd time today. See what I could do. If these Lings had attack upgrades, they'd be a lot scarier. But 0 attack upgrades and 2 armor is something. Also, we're just Nidusing everywhere. I'm sure you guys have noticed. He's just trying to spread creep on the entire map is what he's trying to do right now. It's 35 to 17 workers. You know, if you get a big enough bio ball of Marines and Marauders with some medevac support, Lings aren't going to kill it fast enough to really do anything. The problem is, YoungBucky does not have any attack upgrades or armor upgrades for his bio. He does not own an engineering bay at all. So if Muta started showing up, he'd be in a world of hurt. But Hela, again, is a firm believer in the power of the Zergling, which I am a firm believer in the power of the Zergling. They're fast, they hit hard, they can run away from danger. I think YoungBucky forgot entirely about these medevacs on the left side. They are just really right outside Hela's main base, but they have... I would be shocked if YoungBucky remembers them and sends them in to try to get some damage done. Yeah, so he's just popping queens out of these Niduses and creep tumoring the whole darn place. And really making it hard for YoungBucky to win this thing. I've seen situations where the Terran is kind of hemmed in like this, and they managed to win anyway, but those Terrans were getting attack and armor upgrades for their bio. And those Terrans were... They just had more stuff at this point of the game. I like the Hellbat idea. Hellbats against Ling's pretty awesome. Yeah, so we're just creeping to the point where we can, again, hem in the Terran player. There's nowhere the Terran can go without flying over creep or walking over creep. That Nidus Swarm dies, but I think it's achieved its purpose at this point. Oh, Hella's teched up. Hella's teched up to Swarm Host. Okay. Oh, my million queens, too. All right. So we're going to Nidus here. We're going to Swarm Host the main and destroy it. Hella does seem to have a much better concept of how this game is played than YoungBucky does. I mean, especially considering the fact that, you know, he's got the spinning logo. He's got the Brood War hatch, which means he signed up for the war chest, which means he understands more about StarCraft, I think, than somebody with all entirely basic skins and no stickers and no stamps definitely does. I guess he does have the original StarCraft sticker here. That is a SC sticker. Dang, those locusts look like lightning bugs. All right, I think that's it. I think once you start getting locusts jumping on your base, just getting free damage on everything. Like, locusts are really good in higher level StarCraft 2 games. They're insanely good at lower level StarCraft 2 games. They are really, really great. Like the 6 spores at a time being produced. Like, he's worried about battle cruisers or something. I don't know what you're seeing here, Hella. But that's fine. Yeah, I mean, at some point here, again, I've seen this game where YoungBucky just has a giant army of bio with 3-3, and he just crushes this whole Queen Ling shenanigans stuff. But I don't know if he's ever going to move out, is the thing. And this is... this is a really quintessential Brave Noob World game. Definitely YoungBucky is new to the game. He has a lot to learn. I liked his early stuff. I really did. His early Thor stuff was awesome. And honestly, just one lesson he could have learned. If he could have learned just make stuff while you're attacking with your stuff, I think he would have had a better time with it. Where the heck's... Oh, the fusion core is way down here. Did he scout the fusion core? Remember when I was like, he's worried about battle cruisers? I mean, I guess that's one thing that would really ruin his day, as a battle cruiser or two in his main. So that's what the extra spores are for. You know, the other trick here is with Swarm... Oh boy, he made more. So he's got 20 Swarm Hosts. With Swarm Hosts, you really want to attack with them every time their cooldown is up. Because if you don't do that, then it's just a waste. It's a waste of supply. They're not doing anything when they're sitting inside their Nidus, very comfy and cozy. So here comes 20 Swarm Hosts worth of locusts. They're going to pop right on into this main base and really help YoungBucky be sad. They're going to get the starport that's building the battle cruiser first. And the fusion core, so no more battle cruisers are possible. Okay, well, this is just some target firing shenanigans with locusts, yo. They have the +2 attack, too. Right? They benefit from that ranged upgrade. This guy is... it's like sliding along. Alright, so here's where YoungBucky says, I have an army, I have a battle cruiser from the other starport. Let's move out and get some stuff done here. Battle cruiser, come assist. There's just too much. There's just too much Zerg, Captain. Wait. Nobody on the ground survives. Battle cruiser jumps into the main base where there are literally 4 spores in range of this guy. He's going to try to base race this thing to victory, but there are so many spores everywhere that it doesn't really matter. Hella saw this future. Hella was prepared for this future. And he's going to be just fine against the 24-minute battlecruiser jump. Oh, yeah, that's a dead BC. Fare thee well, BC. The poor medevacs are like, what did we do wrong? Actually, were they even there in that battle? I just realized. I think they must have been. I'm pretty sure they were. Anyway, Hella creep spreading still. Make sure there's no ninja bases, which is fantastic. YoungBucky producing... Hey, he's producing a command center. I don't know where you're going to put it, man. I really don't. But yeah, this kind of feels like poor YoungBucky got matched up against somebody who is better than he is. In every, you know, most ways. Not that Hella is a GM player or anything, but... Oh, kind of like the idea of a, I do like the idea of a Banshee. Well, that's your good game. The Locusts are destroying all of his production. Hella is your winner in 25 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah, I mean, really, resources lost in this game is not that different. I mean, we're looking at 11,000 resources lost for YoungBucky and 9,800 for Hella. So, I mean, it's not like... I don't know. Hella just lost a lot of Zerglings, would be my guess. We're looking at 244 Lings down. 16 drones died. 11 SCVs died there. A battle cruiser. A lot of production facilities here from those swarm hosts for YoungBucky. And then he just, you know, Hella went into this swarm host play. Ended up starting to get a high at 25 minutes because why not? And really just... I think he felt like YoungBucky was turtled up more than he was. When he wasn't. YoungBucky was on 2 bases, yes, and you might assume the player is going to be turtled up with 1 million tanks and 1 million missile turrets and planetaries and stuff, but no, that was not the case. This was, probably could have been an A-move win anywhere in the last 15 minutes, I would say. And Zerg could have won, but he was playing it cautiously. Maybe he was playing with his food a little bit, but yeah, YoungBucky has some lessons to learn. A couple of those would be always saturate your bases fully and always be making stuff when you're attacking on the other side of the map. Good stuff. Man, this started with a proxy Thor. Like, 25-minute game started with a proxy Thor. That's crazy talk. Absolutely crazy talk. All right. Well, that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of Brave Noob World. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.